Have you ever felt that you've been sitting in front of books since hours and you have turned multiple pages, you have read multiple lines, but just nothing is going in your head? And there is just so much work to do that you choose to procrastinate instead of doing the work because the pile of books are just ever increasing and you just don't know where to start from. Hi everyone, this is Dr. Karina and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be about how to get out of a study slump. Now, before I start with the video, I just want to address that I know I have not been posting as much as I was before because residency has been a big shift, and from the start I knew that if there was ever a choice between residency and anything else, residency will always come first today and for the next 3 years also. So the frequency of posting videos might change depending on how my schedule looks and what my residency demands from me. Most weeks I only get a couple of hours to film, and on some days I might not even get that, and I'm completely fine with it. Today is my pre-emergency day and I had 2 to 3 hours on my hands, so I just thought of making this work. And I just barely get to see this room because it is complete mess. Right now, even if you see, it is completely mess and I would not even dare to show this to you. But we have to make this work. But whenever I do get this little bit of time, I still love sitting down and sharing this here. Have you ever felt that you've been sitting in front of books since hours and you have turned multiple pages, you have read multiple lines, but just nothing is going in your head? And there is just so much work to do that you choose to procrastinate instead of doing the work because the pile of books are just ever increasing and you just don't know where to start from. If your answer is yes to any of these questions, you might be in a study slump. I've been a UG student and I'm currently doing my PG as well, so I've been in this situation multiple times and I had to pull myself out of the situation many times using these techniques. So let's go ahead. Whenever I get myself in a study slump, the very first thing I do is change my environment because that is the most important thing that I felt. Because whenever you sit chronically at the same place to study, when you start with the next session, you have to start it all over again and there is no new shift in the energy. Like if I've done a 5-hour session on a desk, I cannot sit again for a 2-hour session on the desk. I cannot even begin to think to start a new session, let alone complete it. So I just used to go to a canteen, go to a library or anything that works for you, but just change the study setting. It could be anything for you. The second most important thing I did was to set my goals into smaller, specific, achievable set of goals. Because whenever I have many things to do, I panic a lot. Like I don't know where to start from and I don't know how I'll just complete all of it. And I don't really need to complete it all at once. But that's how our mind works. So I suppose, for example, I have 4 things to do at a time. I'll just take one thing at a time and that I'll just put it in small parts and something that can give my mind a mental boost. And I can just tick that thing off and I feel a sense of relief. So I have to slowly build on the momentum to get out of it. The third thing I did was to put a timer. Now before I did not used to take this timer thing seriously, but later on I realized that if I want to get out of it, I have to keep myself in check. And the timer does not need to be very excessively harsh on you. Like don't start with 1 hour, don't start with 2 hours, don't start with 5 hours. Don't do that. Just keep a simple timer of 20 to 30 minutes in which you can get a single topic done. You just want to start. You don't want to complete everything by the end of it. You can put any timer that you like. Like for me, a modified Pomodoro technique that I use was 30-10. The normal time is 25-5, but for me, it was not fair to me to give myself a 5-minute break after reading for 25 minutes. So I used to take 30 and 10. I used to read for 30 minutes and then take a break for 10 minutes. It used to relax my mind. Just do whatever you like, but pull yourself out of that and be sure that in those 30 minutes, you're hyper-focused, your phone screens are locked, and in no way you're going to get up from the desk and leave the table without completing those 30 minutes. Fourth thing you can do is to decide your peak hours or your best hours because that will give you the maximum amount of retention as compared to the rest of the day. For me, in my first year, we had very fixed schedules, of course, we all have. So that was the best time for me to do the early mornings. So I used to wake up at 4 o'clock, but later on, during the internship part and everything in the 4th year, uncertainties increase and your duty hours change. You just have to be doing duties and then in the rest of the time, you have to manage your reading part. So in those times you have to be flexible. You cannot think like I'll do night duties and then I'll wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning and I'll just start reading. That is not possible. So but what you can do is that you can pre-schedule your duties. Like If you have a lighter posting, you can start with heavier subjects. If you have heavy duties, you can manage with lighter subjects. The fifth thing is to keep yourself physically active. Now, you might think that this is not important and all, but it was one of the most important things that helped me get through my preparation phase and my UG phase, everything. Now, being active does not mean you have to actively go to the gym or do everything that you can. It could be simple walk. It could be anything that works for you. For me, it was walking, and I used to walk for half an hour or 1 hour at a stretch if I did not feel good at all. So that depends on you, whatever you like, but just keep yourself active. You cannot let yourself go in the process of learning. Sixth thing, give yourself a why. That why should not be just any why, it should be so strong that it gives you goosebumps. That why might not make sense to everybody, but it should make sense to you. For me, that why was very toxic, but it helped me. My why was that I wanted an out in the first try. It was very toxic, but it worked. Like, I wanted an out of this loop. I wanted to do decent enough that I get a branch in a college of my choice, and luckily I did. So it should keep you on the edge. Seventh is imagination. Now, you call it imagination, you call it manifestation, any spiritual thing that you want to call it as, but it should work. Like, for me, when I realized today, I'm standing at the very same place that a year ago I used to dream of. And you might not realize it right now. You might not know how and when will this happen, and will it happen. You just have to trust yourself. You just have to keep imagining that. You have to keep it somewhere in the back of your mind and replay it and use it as much as needed whenever you feel like you're not internally motivated enough. You have to use that every drop of that imagination that you can. You have to, in order to push yourself through that journey of 1 year, that preparation of 8 months, 2 years, whatever you are doing. And that is very much needed. Now, the last but one of the most important thing out of all of this is to do whatever it takes to fill the gap. Now, gap could be anything. Like for me, in my UG days, I used to always study better if I had a reading partner with me. And in UG, I had a great reading partner, but I could not get the same thing for my PG. And that was a gap for me. So I had to fill it anyhow. So what I used to do is, I used to turn on the camera and I used to just start hyperlapse recording of myself reading, and that worked for me. If not that, if I did not have mental energy to do that, I just used to open Discord app and Discord server, and I just used to join any room that had a good reading environment, and I just used to join that. So if you are in a slump right now, just close this video, open your book, set a timer of 10 minutes. If you can't read passively, just start reading actively with few MCQs here and there, and just slowly build on it. You don't have to complete everything all at once. You just have to start with the smallest possible thing and just build from there. So this was it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.